My name is Mattia Ruta, and I'm here to show you how to longboard. There are two different types of longboards. The longer boards, which is called a longboard, or a shorter one, which is called a shortboard, like this one. The longboard, like this one, is usually used to go for high speeds and usually for cruising, more or less. Still go for longer distances as well. Usually you don't, very good traction, you usually don't feel many bumps when you go on it. The other type of longboard, the shortboard, is different from the longboard. It's a lot shorter, it's easier to turn on, and usually has more of a tail, which means you can manual on it. Now that we know the two different types of longboards, let me show you how to use them. There are two main different styles of pushing a longboard, the way you would go on it. Regular is when you put your left foot forward towards the front of the board and you push off with your right foot, so that when you push off you put your back foot onto the tail, which is the back part of the longboard. Unlike a skateboard, longboards have distinctive nose and tails, because the nose is usually really small and the tail would be like same size or bigger. The other way of pushing mostly would be, it's called goofies, when you have your right foot forward, and when you push off with your left foot, you put your left foot back on the tail. Now that we're ready to longboard, I'm going to show you about foot placement when you push off. As you see here, I'm ready to push off. You don't ever keep your foot straight across because it's very easy to lose balance and you don't have much grip of the board. Likewise, it's not very safe to go like this because then it's very awkward for your feet and it's very easy to fall over as well. So you want to find a happy medium that's for you. Mostly in a 45-degree angle is a good way to do it. Make sure the balls of your foot is a little bit to the right of the center, about here. Having your foot in this angle is good because you have the ability to twist your board as you push off, so that you can still turn when you're pushing off. Now, when you push off, you can just push off like this. And then when you feel like you've gotten a really good enough speed, you push off and you put your foot onto the tail of the board so that you move on. Because of annoying lawnmowers, we're going to be moving our location to somewhere more quiet. Something less important to know how to do on a longboard is to brake. As you're riding along, if you have to slow down or stop, a very simple but effective way to do it, hold a foot brake. Very easy. You put your back foot onto the ground facing forward and you put pressure down on the floor so that it uses the friction to just stop the way you're going. It is very important to keep your front foot facing forward as well to keep better balance. You got to make sure that when you use your foot, you only use the back part of your foot, because if you use all of it, it's very easy to lose your balance. But if you use only the back part of your foot, it's easier to just stop. A more advanced way to stop is called a power slide. It is a very classic skateboarding trick, but can also be done on the longboard if it's short enough or the wheels are hard enough. Basically what it is when you turn your board so that the back wheels glide across the floor and stop the board altogether. Very hard to perfect. Very basic power slide. Is that? The key points you have to just keep in mind is that you keep your front foot to the nose of the board and your back foot over your wheels by the back, and just put your weight on your left foot and you glide your wheels across. You have to make sure that it goes across the floor. Now that we know how to longboard, just go out and longboard.